Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my little red house. Hope you're all having a good day. And you know how I said from the very beginning, I talk about all kinds of stuff on here. So I'm on another one of my money rants. So just wanted to share something because I had heard this on the news the other day and it bugged me. um, the average family of four can spend up to $1,631 per month on groceries, and just for two people, $569. I sat and I thought about that, and I thought about how much my husband and I make, and I thought, oh my gosh, I mean, that's like taking money and throwing it in the trash, your hard-earned money into the trash. Because I know for my husband and myself, there's absolutely no way we spend $569 a month on groceries. It just I couldn't do it. So it just made me start thinking about this, and I thought it just kind of reminded me back to when I first started. It's probably in the early 90s thinking about those kind of things because, when our son was young, and of course, we were a young, struggling couple like most people, and I came across a book. I believe she was first on Phil Donahue or Sally Jesse Raphael, I can't remember, by Amy Decision, and I know I've talked about her before, but I just kind of think we need a reminder. This is the book. I still have it. It's from the 90s. It's all three of her books into one. I really think and highly suggest if you could find a copy, please do so and read it. And I know things are outdated, but the whole concept of life and money is still the same. Prioritizing what's most important in your life and where you want to spend that money. So we started what we call, oh my gosh, we call it the soap store. We started this back in the 90s. And our last name involves the word soap. So that's how my husband came up with the soap store. So in her book, she talks about how, like, when you buy food, you should, let's say, for example, one store has bread, truly just an example, 4 loaves for $5. So you go to that store and you buy your 4 loaves for $5 and you put them in the freezer or refrigerator or whatever, and you have that bread. Next store has, 10 boxes of cereal for $12. Then that's a phenomenal deal because you know how much cereal costs anymore. So you buy your boxes of cereal and you put them in a little storage area, and you keep doing this, but only to things that you actually use. Not, oh, such and such is on sale, I had to get 20 bags of it. But if you're not going to use it, then that's just wasteful. So anyway, that's what we do today. So it's not what you would consider, in my mind, prepping, where you go to these people's basements and it's like a department store. It's not that. Not totally, I should say, because I think of it this way. So when I go grocery shopping, usually most people get in the habit of, okay, we're out of cereal, we're out of this, we're out of this, out of this. So I got to buy all the same stuff basically every time you get paid or every time you go to the grocery store. So if you've already got your cereal, that's one less thing you have to buy. So you save a little bit of money there. And then next time you say you need toothpaste on your list. Well, I bought 4 boxes of it when it was on sale, so that's one less thing I have to buy. And so you just keep building that up and keep building it up. And the whole idea, because you buy what's on sale and that you use. Don't just buy it because it's on sale. It has to be what you use and it's on sale. And eventually you build up your own little stockpile of things you use, and then you find out, I don't really have to go grocery shop. I don't have to budget to go grocery shopping out of that paycheck. So you've saved yourself a little bit of money. And eventually, that's just the way you eat. You eat what's on sale and you eat what you've stocked up on. So that's just my idea of conquering your grocery bill. I mean, meat is extremely expensive. so we don't buy a lot of it. Do I wish I could go in the store and buy steaks or whatever? Sure. I'll give you an example. Last time I was in Walmart, I was looking at meat, and this gentleman beside me, he just out of the blue, and he said, my God, he said, I own my own business and I worked my tail off and I can't afford that steak. And it's true, and it's extremely sad. But is it the worst thing in the world that can happen? No. You find something else to eat. Go buy a pound of hamburger instead and make a meatloaf or something. You know, we should not be spending this much money on food. Yes, things are expensive, but it doesn't mean you have to buy them. Can you live without it? Absolutely. And wouldn't you not rather have money left over to maybe take out your family to a nice dinner? It's not blowing. I mean, you're not blowing the money. You're creating a memory with your family, and you're resetting your mind to take a little break and enjoy life. And you already have food at home because you've done stocked up on what you need. So that's just my thinking, and it is something I'm passionate about because it really bothers me when I see grocery carts full of nasty processed food, and I see how much they have spent, and it's like, oh my gosh, that same thing, the peanut butter crust, the Crustable things, that's what gets me. And I know I've talked about it before, but I think a big box of them is like $9 and something. And it's like, if you buy a jar of peanut butter and a loaf of bread, it's, you know what's in it, or make your own loaf of bread, better yet, but you know what's in it, and you've saved probably 60% of that cost, and that's money in your pocket. So anyway, that's just my rant. That kind of stuff just really bothers me. Just wanted to share that. So anyway, again, the book is the Tightwad Gazette. There was actually 3 separate books, but this blue covered jacket one is the compilation of all 3. Amy Decision. I know it looks weird, but that is how it's pronounced. It's Decision. So, you know what? Just take a chance, read it. You can still find copies in a thrift store, Amazon, I'm sure, or thriftbooks.com. But give it a try. It's about repurposing, saving. She did this, she dove into it and changed her life so she could be a stay-at-home mom and buy their beautiful home from Maine with the attached barn, and they did it with a very minimal income. So it is possible. It's just a matter of what you are willing to give up and what you're willing to do to get to that point. Have I been wonderful with money all my life? Absolutely not. Where I'm at today is from learned experiences, life, and if you can share that knowledge with anybody so they don't go through those struggles, fantastic. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, and I hope you've enjoyed my rambles. I hope you can find this book and gain something from it, and I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much.